Market based on quantity. This is divided into two: wholesale market and the retail market. In wholesale market, the sale and purchase of item is done on a large scale. The wholesaler trader buys the goods in wholesale from the market and sells it to the retail trader. The retail trader becomes buyer while the wholesaler trader, he is the seller. So wholesaler becomes an link between the buyer and the producer. Example: wholesale grain market, vegetable market, etc. Second is retail market. Market in which sale and purchase of goods or service takes place at a very small scale is called a retail market. The retailer buys products or service from the wholesaler and sells them to the customer or the consumer. So the retail traders are an important link between wholesaler and the consumers. Market classification on the basis on competition. Normally, a market based on competition is classified on the number of sellers and buyers. Here, the market of sellers is more important. So, as you can see the chart here, it is divided into two: perfect competition and imperfect competition. Under imperfect competition, you have monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. Perfect competition. Perfect competition market is considered as an ideal market. A market based on perfect competition is only a theoretical aspect. Such market does not exist in reality because the terms and conditions to be a perfect competition market are not met that easily. Example: perfect competition market is seen in agriculture sector. In economics, the study of perfect competition is very important because it helps us to understand the characteristics and behavior of other markets based on monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. According to the definition given by Mrs. Robinson, perfect competition exists where the demand of product of the producer totally depends on its price. According to Professor Leftwich, perfect competition is a market system where there are many firms that sell identical products with no firm large enough to influence the market price. The characteristics of perfect competition. First, numerous buyers and sellers. A market with perfect competition has numerous buyers and sellers and a very large identified number of buyers and sellers. Of these numerous sellers, a single seller is a very small part of the market. So neither he can control or monopolize the wholesale market, nor he can influence the market price. Here, as there are numerous sellers, but they cannot influence the market price, as well as there are numerous buyers, they also cannot influence the market price. Therefore, here the market price depends only on the factors like demand and supply. Let us see the example. In a wheat farm, the increase or decrease in production of a single farm will not affect the total production of the wheat. This means the owner of the farm is a very small part of the huge market, so he cannot influence the market. In such market, the buyers are also numerous. Hence, even they cannot influence the market price. Second is identical products. Products that have similar features, form, shape, color, taste, weight, quantity, etc. are called identical products. Since these products have a lot of similarity, they are called as identical or similar products. Identical product can be used as substitute of each other. In perfect competition market, the producer or seller cannot set different prices for identical products because the buyers are not ready to pay different prices for products having similar characteristics and quality. Third, free entry and exit of firms. In this market, there is no restriction on the entry and exit of the firm. When the firms are gaining abnormal profit, new firms may freely enter into market. Similarly, when the firm are suffering from the abnormal losses, they are free to exit the market. The free entry and exit of the firm is seen for the temporary time period if there is great loss or a great profit. But in case of a longer time period, if there is a normal profit, then there will be less movement of firm. Fourth, perfect knowledge of the market. In such market, the producers, buyers, sellers all have the complete knowledge of the market, including products availability, product price, etc. The producer or seller have the knowledge of the price at which other producer or seller are selling the product. So they cannot change the price at or charge different prices for identical product. Similarly, the buyer also know the price of the products and its quality, so that the seller cannot demand different prices from them. Thus, in a perfect competition, buyer, seller and producer are aware of the price and the quality of the product, due to which the market has perfectly elastic demand curve. Fifth, mobility of factor of production. The four factors of production, land, capital, labor and entrepreneur, are dynamic and mobile in both physical form as well as in terms of profession and usage. The price or the compensation of the factors of production remains same. In order to prevent from shifting of compensation from low to high due to dynamic and mobile nature of the factors of production, the firms are uniformly compensated. Sixth, no transportation expenses. There are numerous buyers and sellers in perfect competition. The expenses of transportation are so nominal as compared to the total expense that they are not counted. Thus, zero transportation expense is an important characteristic of perfect competition.